How will each candidate change America for the better? I mean, I guess for you, how will Trump change America for the better?
I think that getting out of the trade agreements, such as like the Pan-Asian Trade Agreement, the North American Free Trade Agreement, I think that will help revitalize the economy, will help bring jobs back to the United States. The reason that we signed these agreements is to expand economically to foreign countries. Right now, Mexico produces a majority of U.S. cars, same with China. China produces all of our electronics, pretty much, produces a majority of our clothing. We need to incentivize companies to keep jobs in America and employ Americans, because right now, where we're going, especially with like the socialization or the government control of like healthcare, which is services industry, is a huge area of employment in the United States. We need more jobs to be brought back to the United States, especially for people work in the lower class and middle class.
Well, I guess to preface, I'm not super optimistic about the election either way, but I do think if Hillary becomes president, she will make America better in that it'll maintain the status quo that President Obama has worked to uphold, and I'm a really big fan of Obama's presidency so far, I think especially in regards to social issues. And I do think that Hillary and Barack Obama have, fairly, like, almost identical stances on these issues, and I think that she would uphold that status quo. And I've felt really safe, I've felt really proud under Obama's presidency, and I just want that feeling of, safety and upholding this status quo to continue. And I can't really speak on the economic issue of Hillary because I'm not super familiar with her economic policies.
You can ask Goldman Sachs.
I was more of a Bernie supporter initially, and I knew that he was like basically a socialist and whatever. That's all I knew about his economic policy. But in terms of social issues, I trust Hillary a lot more, and I think that in terms of reaching equity and striving for equality in America, that she's the better candidate to go for.
We have someone whose policies have been consistently changing. It's not about what she says she's going to do. It is about what's going to be right for her at the right time.
I don't trust Donald Trump because he's, an alleged rapist. He says shitty things about women. He, says things about Muslims and Hispanics and people that make up America that are, simply appalling to me. Like, they don't stand in line with my values, and if I had to choose someone who lined up with mine, it would be Hillary Clinton. And I mean, I think that's a fundamental difference because obviously you're voting for Trump and I'm voting for Hillary. But
well, if you look at the WikiLeaks emails, you could see that Hillary Clinton has consistently belittled African Americans as people who take from the government.
Right. No, I 100% know that, and that's my biggest apprehension about her is her position on some social issues. But when you chalk it up, if you tally it up, honestly, like, I've never been a Republican. I won't be a Republican. I'm voting for a Democrat, and I trust Hillary more than I trust Trump. But again, that just boils down to our fundamental differences. I think that you're a Republican voting for Trump, and that I'm a Democrat voting for Hillary.